Hey everyone! Today I'm going to be showing you how you can create a blog post in less than 10 minutes. Of course, you're going to be using AI, so I'm going to walk through it. I'm going to give you a tutorial and I'm going to show you kind of how I do it using ChatGPT, but you can use Google Gemini, you can use Claude, and we'll get into that. So why even use AI for blogging? So a lot of you who watch my channel are small business owners and you have a lot to do. So maybe you are doing paintings or you're making jewelry or you're selling digital courses, whatever it is that your business or side hustle is, you have to work on that and create those products and cater to those clients. So you don't have a lot of time to create content. But if you've watched my channel, then you know that creating content is really, really important for establishing credibility and also showing up in search. Now, before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps my channel and it helps me grow, helps me feel motivated to create more content like this. Okay. Let's get into it. All right, the first thing that you have to do is you have to select the right AI partner, okay? So most of you will probably be using ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT 3.5 is free, but you can also use Claude. Claude does have some limits on it. That's Anthropic's kind of answer to ChatGPT. And then you can also use Google Gemini, which is widely available around the world. It might not be available in some countries still, but it is available in the US and in Canada and a lot of other countries in Africa and Europe. Now, picking the right tool is important because you want to make sure that you have a tool that you like, that you can use, that gives you the right output. So you might use something that is free but doesn't really give out really great output, and it's definitely going to take a lot more refining. So I would personally, if you're making a lot of content, opt for a tool that is paid but gives a little bit of better output. Okay, the next step is, well, the step before the next step is to set up your writing tool. So a lot of these AI tools will allow you to give your tone of voice. We've talked about branding before, and if you do want my complete content creation course, we talk a lot about branding and going in depth and making sure that you understand your tone of voice and how you want to talk to your customer. So setting up your tool is going to be really important. You can tell it your tone of voice, you can tell it who you're talking to, how you want the AI model to respond, that kind of thing. Make sure that you give the AI your instructions and the tone of voice that you have before you start this 10-minute blog exercise. Step 2 is keyword, topic, and research. If you don't really know what keywords you want, I do have a really great prompt that you can use to find your best SEO keywords, and I am going to show it to you on the screen. So let's get that set up. I just put this prompt into ChatGPT. If you want it, you can leave a comment below, or you can go and get it for free on my website, jamilajan.com. And it's also included in my course as well. So you can see here that I said I'm a handmade jewelry store. I talked about who my customer was, and I asked it to give me medium and long tail keywords. So you can see that it's getting to work and doing exactly what it needs to do here. So this is exactly how you can find really good keywords for your blog using AI. Let's talk about why keywords matter in the first place. Keywords are the things that people are using to search for your product. Even if they're searching through a chat assistant like Google Gemini or something, or even something like Perplexity, it will still link back to your site. So you might not get as much organic search like on Google, but you will definitely get it even if people are chatting to AI bots. But if you're focusing on local SEO as well, people will still find you in organic search. So that's why keywords are important. Keywords are also really important on something like TikTok. They're really doing a good job at SEO. So you can use some of these keyword suggestions on TikTok or even something like Pinterest. Now, the next step is letting AI create an outline for your blog. Now, I have a bunch of prompts that I personally use that are also in the course. I'm not going to talk about the course anymore, but I have a bunch of prompts that I use to create blog post outlines. And the important thing about creating an outline first, instead of asking AI to create the whole post for you, is because AI is a little bit lazy, and also they don't want to spend that kind of money. There are things called tokens, and it costs tokens to create responses. So they're not going to give you a 5,000 word response right off the bat. It's better if you start with an outline and then go to flesh out the blog, which is step 3. So I'm going to show you how I ask for an outline, and then we're going to talk about how to fill in the blanks. So I'm just going to go back to slide 2. This is how you do an outline. Okay, you can see here that we have our keywords, right? Basically, the prompt gave me potential blog title, keywords and main keywords and the keyword type, right? So, and it also gave me keyword groups. So this is going to be really, really useful for when we're going to create our blog post outline. So this is what I'm going to put in here. I'm going to just say, let's talk about 7 DIY beauty treatments for your weekly self-care routine. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to bring in my prompts. Hold on. Okay, so this is just an example. There are definitely better prompts for this, but just for the sake of time, we're going to go with this. So we're going to say, help me write a blog post outline with the following title with these keywords. So the title is going to be this 7 DIY treatments for your weekly self-care routine. And then we're going to add in this keyword. And then we're also going to say these LSI keywords. We don't have, like, you have to go through these though, obviously, and decide like which ones resonate with your audience, but I'm just going to put them here. Now, of course, you always need to have the human touch at every step of the way. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click the enter button, and you can see that it's going to create an outline for me. So even with the outline, you have to go through it and you have to say, like, does this make sense? As you get better at it, going through it is only going to take you a couple of minutes, like maybe 30 seconds, because you really understand who your customer is. So let's go through this. The next step is for you to make AI fill in the gaps. Now, what do I mean by fill in the gaps? We only have an outline here, but you want AI to write the content in general. So I'm going to show you the kind of prompt that I use to do that, but you can use other prompts. I have a bunch in my course. Oh, sorry, I said I wasn't going to mention it again. I have a bunch on my website as well. I have a bunch of prompts on my website so that you can take a look at them and you can kind of play around and see what works best for you. Okay, then I put in, now help me write the section. I'll ask you to write each section individually, and I need you to make sure that you don't repeat anything in any of the sections. Add in examples and references where possible. Be sure to write it in my tone of voice. It already knows my tone of voice because I have told it, but I find that if I retell it in the chat, that it does a better job. Keep in mind the keywords referenced in the chat to incorporate into each section, and then this is the section you should write. So when you're fleshing out the outline, basically you just copy and paste it. So I usually do the intro and the conclusion last. So I'll just copy and paste this in here, and then I'll click enter. And then basically it will write the section, and then you just repeat this for all the sections and then put it in your blog, add your relevant links, and that's it. So it really, depending on how long your blog is, shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes to complete all of these steps. I mean, if you are looking to get really serious about it, then it can take you like 20 minutes, but it really shouldn't take you more than an hour to complete a blog. So you can see that it is writing out the main part of the blog here. So now we can go to the next step. The next step is to fine tune your blog. So what do I mean by fine tuning? I mean that you need to make sure that the blog actually sounds like you and that it makes sense and that it resonates with your customer. You're going to take out anything that sounds like AI, like in the realm of, or these days when self-care is critical, or like whatever it is that sounds like AI wrote it. You're going to take that out. You're going to add in your own examples. You're going to add in your own lived experience. And that's what's really, really going to set your blog post apart from all the other AI written drivel, because you've actually added personality to it. So if you take a look at my website, I always add little personal anecdotes, or I'll add a piece of my personality in there. So the way that I sound on my blog is the way that I sound like on video. All right, and then the fifth and final step is to make sure that it is original. You can run it through AI detectors, or you can run it through something like Grammarly that has a plagiarism detection. I have Grammarly as well. I pay for the updated, or the premium version. I find that it is really worth it to have. And then make sure that you have your SEO best practices. I do have a free SEO course that I will link in the description that you can take, and it'll kind of walk you through exactly what the best SEO practices are. So basically, if you incorporate AI into your content writing, you are going to streamline your process. There are also a bunch of AI automations that you can use that I can create for you that will make sure that you streamline this entire process without even having to go into ChatGPT at all, or any of your other AI writing assistants. Now, if you liked this video, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It'd make me very happy. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the comments. And if you have any questions or if you need clarification for anything, then just go ahead and let me know. I'm honestly happy to help. And that's it. So happy writing. Bye.